Hey guys and gals, hey guys and gals. How's it going? What is good? What is good today? What is good today? Appreciate you being here. Much love for the views and the support, you guys. Thank you so much for being you. You're awesome. Yeah, it's great that you're here. Thank you for hitting the play button as well. Turn that up. All right, time to get back into the stream vibes. Let's go. We're gonna get into this quickly, get things rolling, guys and gals. I just want to quickly show the love to you viewers. You know who you are. You're awesome, so awesome. That's right, you are. Definitely, 100%. 110% actually. Let's go, subscribers, supporters of the channel as well. Much love, you beautiful, intelligent people. I appreciate you so much. So much. You have no idea. Okay, I'm going to finish up in... My chat bot is working, which is great. Yes. Gonna finish it up. Finish up in chat, and then we're gonna get things going. Every once in a while there'll be a commercial, so there we go. Views and likes and all that stuff helps, guys. Helps the channel grow. Yeah, it certainly does. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me here. Just doing mod stuff. Mod stuffs is solo dolo dev mod here, guys. Trying to grow. Putting out content just for you. A lot of you are finding the content, which is good. Just doing mods. Yeah, just wanted to check to make sure that the stream, you guys can hear me fine. This is great. This is good. What else do we have to do? Quick shout outs to yeah, hang on, just hang on. I must do one more thing. Kind of prepared, not fully prepared, but kind of prepared. I want to quickly shout out Vision, Peter N, Reflex Daz, YF Wang, and this other subscriber, Konnichiwa. Unfortunately, that's the extent of my Japanese. Let's also welcome, I'll just paste it into chat. Thank you all for being here. Let's go. I'll shout you guys out as well. You support the channel. If I know who you are, if YouTube shares who you are, then obviously I can shout you out. It's not shared all the time. I don't know the reason for that. But there we go. Alright, guys. Who else? Quick shout outs to Yami Matori, Soraka, Maine, Dab's Log. Hopefully, I don't know if you guys are still part of the channel or not, to be honest. But I'll shout you out anyways. Alex Acer, Gelastic Penguin, Kanwalpa, Sing Flora, Anonymous, Adam Drysdale, Bruce Benedict, Unknown Ghost, DJ Arkman 17, Pingus, NYX. That's a hard one to say. NYXOY, Fred Gomes, Ashley DD, LP, RVKR1234, Adam Black, Haney Elgabri, and of course YF Fang, Tech Dave 99, Peter N, and Vision. Alright, you guys, awesome. I should probably shout you guys out that way. Shout outs to my longtime friends. I know we don't hang out much, friend, but we're still friends. Master Reese, my guy. Hope you know, all the best for you, brother. Hopefully things are going well. And my longtime gaming friend, Soap Killer. 51195. Yeah. We haven't hung out much lately either. I guess I'm just in my own world, guys. Creating games, 3D games, like hopefully you are doing it yourself. You'll realize what's involved and how much time it takes. Especially if you're excited, guys, if you really enjoy doing it and working with Unity and doing coding, like, you really end up becoming a recluse. Is that the word? I don't know. You just kind of shut out the world and you work and you're learning and you're working and working and learning and learning and working and learning. It doesn't just happen magically. You don't spend one day on Unity and all of a sudden you have a fully created game ready for release. Not even close. Not even close. There's so much involved. It's so much to learn, and it's great. I love learning. Again, what's my saying? Do I have it in here? I think I've just seen it actually. Actually, an exercised mind filled with learning and knowledge is much better than having an exercised mind, if you can call it an exercised mind, filled with toxicity and waste and drama. Most of y'all probably hate me saying that, but I guess this channel's not for you. See ya, nice meeting ya. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Those of you strong, beautiful, intelligent people wanting to learn, enjoy this kind of content, it is great to have you here. Let's go! Okay. Shout outs to Affectionate Con, Shell, Epic Finn, and Livin' Chili. Appreciate your comments, guys, whether it's on the live stream or in just comments in general. I should actually paste that to my stream elements. I should do that. Just so that stream elements are kind of... I like sharing you guys' comments. Some of them are pretty awesome. You guys are epic. Alright, let's go. It's you guys that keep me going. Truly is. I mean, there's days I just want to quit. You know? Like, why am I wasting my life? I would do better if I did lies and dramatic videos with clickbait titles. I would do so much better. I don't want to get on a tangent, but if people really want to learn, what's so wrong with learning? All right, let's go. Either way, whoever you are, wherever you are, I hope you're having an awesome day. Appreciate you being here. Let's go. Keep learning, because that makes you awesome. All right, and yeah, I should do this quickly. Let's do this. One final things, and then we're gonna get going. Come on, File Explorer. Sheesh. What do you have to think for a half an hour for? I don't know what's up. It never used to do this before. Now it's doing it more lately. It's weird. Okay, let's go. I mean, I don't know. Forget about it. It's in the past. Keep going. Move forward. Don't cry and delve and... Yeah. What did I just do, Batman? I have no idea what I just did. Alright. Let's open this. That's right. That's for you viewers. I don't know if you're supporting the channel or not, but it would be great to have you hit that old subscribe button if you like the content and you keep coming back. Yeah, that would be awesome. That'd be great. Oh yes. That's for you guys, viewers and supporters, subscribers of the channel, every single one of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get to work. It is time. It is time, peoples. It is times. Okay, what? Okay, close that. All right, time to make the magic happen. That's right. Twinkle your nose, and it all magically happens. Not. Okay, guys, what are we doing today? What are we doing today? What are we doing today? We are, so last stream or episode, we did a dolly track. So the Cinemachine, we did a dolly camera with track. Today we're gonna do a dolly track with carts. That's what we're doing. Okay, so I'm just gonna run this quickly. You can see, I like this. You can actually see the path of your dolly track. It's great, guys. I kind of have two worlds that are similar going on. Okay, and one of them, this one here, I kind of almost regret it a little bit. I like it. It's looking great. But I should have added these. Here's the recommendation. Always do your raise and lower terrain stuff before you position just your environment. The problem is, how do I right now? Okay, so we have Lou, which is kind of, he's on level ground. Yes, supposed to be, but we kind of raised the ground here, and he doesn't have a rigid body, guys. Actually, I think I put a rigid body on him, and some weird reason gravity didn't even have an effect on him. It was just weird. Let's see, character controller is another thing I could do, but character controller is kind of like for the player, right? Excuse me, guys. So and I've done the same thing with Adam, my bad. Added a rigid body, but he seems to kind of walk funny when I attach one, so I don't know what's up. These characters are not really, I don't know, I'm gonna say they're great characters, but they just don't seem to be, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it at that. There's just something odd. So, regardless of putting a rigid body on them, they don't seem to be following gravity or the contour of the landscape. So you will notice that they're kind of just walking, defying gravity. Just ignore, guys. Okay, I kind of regret changing the landscape, because I don't regret it. I like it. Like, I don't mean to say regret it, because now it looks more natural, right? I do like it. There's more I could add. I could add more trees. I could add more grass. I could do a lot more. But I'm trying to keep it simplistic. Or, I'm not, I don't know, simplistic. I don't know. I'm just trying to keep it not on the down low. I'm just trying to do less. Okay? That even sounds bad. I could do more. I want to do more. But as you guys know, you can do more, right? You could add more grass. You could add more trees. I could do more, right? But it's just a kind of a short film. Not a short film, but just a cinematic scene. Really, that's all it is. Right? Less is more. Okay, there we go. Less is more. Alright, guys? So, with that said, I've already placed my trees, I've already placed my grass, and what else not. You really can't, see, this all becomes part of the terrain, okay? This is the terrain, or the layer, okay? Knew that was going to happen. So, which is fine. I can't really just select all this stuff and drag it and move it back. I just can't, okay? So, but I can move all my regular objects, my regular game objects. Yes, I can. I can select all of these, my cameras, my container objects, if you will, And I could move all of that back here. I could. And then we would have level ground, and Lou and Adam would both be walking on level ground. Okay? With that said, then at that point, I would have to continue adding grass and doing all that. I guess I could do that for you guys, but, you know, we're already kind of set up. Don't really want to spend more time planting and doing all that sort of stuff when we kind of already have it. Okay, just kind of saying this so you understand what's up. All right, so we're kind of in ignore mode. Just ignore that they're defying gravity. Okay, there's not much I can do. I just want to do the cinematic stuff, and then show you different things that you guys could do. Okay. All right, let's go. When you're working with Cinemachine and cameras and virtual cameras and all those sort of things. Today we're gonna do one with. It's gonna be fun, guys. Okay. I'm gonna have to kind of make it work here. We're gonna have to kind of follow the contour of the landscape, but that's fine. Well, we should be able to make it work. All right, straight lines are nice, but you can literally roller coaster what we're about to do. This here is basically a straight line, essentially. Okay. Now, if you're good at trigonometry, I wish my camera lines weren't showing, but you can see the end of the my dolly track here is my camera lines are kind of messing. So you have an imaginary upside down triangle here, and essentially because you know you can see that the ground is going down. I wish I could just stay level myself here. The distance from here down to here is higher than the distance from here to the ground, right? You can see that. Visually, you can tell, right? So, that's fine. All right, we're gonna... Did I run this yet? Let me just run it. Maybe I did. I don't know. Let's just run it quickly. And we'll have one last look here at what we did last episode. There we go. Transition to track dolly. Or dolly track. However you want to say it. Alright, there we go. So, I like it. I love it. Nice, smooth camera follow along. Okay, awesome sauceum. Okay, so I am going to delete this, but I'm going to keep the virtual camera 1. Okay, guys? Now, quickly, the settings. So we have track dolly on body and composer on aim, okay, with our second camera. These are the settings. Did I forget something? No. I've got these. This all seems fine. Make sure your path is in. Path should be... Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, the other thing, yeah, I've been kind of kicking myself a little bit. I didn't have this locked, so every time you kind of click away, you lose your timeline. Okay? And then you have to click timeline, and I know I was doing that lots, guys. Okay? But yeah, just lock it and it'll stay there. Okay? And you won't have to keep going up here clicking timeline all the time like I was before. Okay, let's see. Man, I really got to get out of my funk today. Just looking at my settings here quickly. Composer, okay, 0.8, make sure I set that. I'm going to change some of these values. The camera, when It was following the track dolly. If you noticed, see, instead of being square on with Adam, the camera was kind of slightly turned, and that's what these values here were doing. Okay, but I'm going to change some values. I don't know. We'll see what's up. All right, so let's do this. We are going to kind of go backwards here, and essentially it's kind of like undoing. You don't have to do it this way, but just how things get kind of all weird and glitchy, I tend to do it this way. Okay, everything kind of just disappeared there. Almost like right back to zero. Neato. Okay, there, that's gone. Make sure you delete camera 2 in your hierarchy as well. So that should clear it up. Of course, the Adam walk, that's fine, guys. Having it this long, it doesn't matter. Right? The camera's going to basically just do a pan, and then there's no other cameras to go to next, so that's kind of the first camera's going to continue staring at him. It doesn't matter how far he's walking or whatever. Okay, but it'll still sit there staring at him, right? Camera 1 is going to work just fine. Okay, as you can see. Right, it might adjust a little bit. Again, it's looking at him, so it's going to have a little bit of adjusting. Oh, why I'm so thirsty today, guys. Okay, we're going to get started. We're going to do our dolly cart, not dolly cart track, but a let me just minimize this stuff. I might actually need him. We got to delete this as well. Okay, so that's pretty much our linear straight line. I mean, I think we could we could have angled it or elevated it. We could have did some things. But that was our dolly camera with track. Okay, we're going to add a dolly track with cart. Okay, you're going to get 2. You're going to get the dolly track, which can have more than one, right? You can keep adding points. And then you also have your dolly cart. Okay, just check your path. This is already kind of set up for you, which is nice. And then you can add a speed, which is kind of cool. I need a quick drink here, guys. I'm gonna make some noise. Right here.
Hello, my name is Kim Thuy. I'm hosting a new podcast.
Hold up. Well, good luck with your stories from the museum. Good luck. Best of luck. Okay. Just had to deal with the commercial quickly. All right. So the setup is essentially the same, guys. Okay. So again, I kept my first camera, and then now I should have actually kept the second point. I should have, but we'll just go over it again. Okay. So how do I figure out my second point? Right. This is what I did, guys. I could even, everything should be fine, but I could move my first camera up here. And then I'm going to go like this, just to organize a little bit. And something else we'll do here quickly. All right, stay tuned, guys. This is going to be exciting once I get my, get into another gear here. We'll get some stuff done. All right, I just have to look for, is it this one? I need another file here. Okay, that's good. This will work. Okay, I need to create an empty. I just want to kind of organize a little bit here, do some separation, just so it's visually clear for you guys. These things, did I zero out? Looks like I did. Guess it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna go 125, 161. Good enough. I'm gonna round it. Where is that thing anyways? It's close by, so that's fine. The other ones, I mean, these things, whatever you guys decide, you can zero them out. They don't really matter. You can actually use them too. They are technically empty containers. They're just kind of space fillers, really. But I'm just gonna put them in, I don't know, different positions. Whatevs. Good enough. Doesn't matter. Okay? Alright. So, let's get back on track. So, here's a little tip, right? So if you're not sure, because you have to actually position your second virtual camera, okay? It's no different than what I had to do with my first one. I'm gonna leave it alone. Those are kind of my original values. It's fine. From the very first time we were working with this, which was a little bit pain, but it's getting a lot better and easier, guys. Okay, well, if you've been watching the series, you would see that, you know, yeah, things have been flowing better and working out better. Got this now. It's one of those things like you work with. You should. In the past, I kind of worked with this stuff, and then I was on to doing different things. I should have just streamed kind of immediately afterwards, but no, it doesn't matter. I'll go through the pain. It's fine. But I'm really enjoying doing this now, working with tracks and cameras and such. There's more you could do. So stay tuned. I'm actually planning on doing more. Kind of doing a Cinemachine kind of series here now, essentially. Okay, so these values got rotated on me, which is fine. That's because I changed my screen X and screen Y. Okay, so, but that's okay. I'm gonna leave it, right? So if I run it, you'll see the camera is kind of orientated. It's hard to tell, but it is. It's kind of turned to the right a little bit. The reason I did that is so that when I played it, you could actually see the robot spear kind of doing its thing. I should have maybe rotated a little bit more, or maybe reposition it more, but you get the idea. Okay, hopefully. All right, so now I need my second position. So I take this here. Oh, am I already at that position? Pretty close. So that's what I did, right? So I had Adam walking, right, to a certain distance, and I'm like, okay, when do I want my transition to begin, right? So I figured maybe around this plant somewhere. And it's not perfect, it's just kind of a random guess, right? And then this is kind of the line that I want the camera to be at, right? This point. I mean, I could have it in more, I guess. I could have it in line with this camera. It doesn't matter. I kind of like the cool effect that the cameras transition from one to the other. Instead of going in a linear fashion, it kind of has that curvy kind of transition, which I like. All right, you can position, I think, the camera, you can offset it so that it would look closer, but that's up to you, right? We'll look at those settings here as soon as we get going. Okay, so let me just look here. My notes. Did I take notes on that for different? Let's see. Probably going with those values, I imagine. What do we have? Okay. All right. So I'm not going to go with those, but it's going to be close. I think I'm going to go with these values here that I have from the actual track and dolly that we just did. I should have looked at them before deleting them. Like, I guess I could undo, but that's okay. I kept notes of it so I don't have to try to figure it out. I have the information. I could just go back and get it and access it whenever I want. All right, so we have this. Now let's create another. You need a shot, right? To create a second virtual camera, you need a Cinemachine shot. Okay, we're gonna go the whole distance here. We're just gonna have 2 cameras, okay? So we have this. Make sure your main camera's in there. Everything's kind of here. And we're just gonna create another camera. There's our second one. Yeah, there's something I wanted to kind of mention. So I'm just gonna move it up there. Do I have the notes in here? Yes. Okay, here we go. So the Cinemachine brain, okay, which is attached to the main camera, right? If you've been watching, you would know that as soon as you attach the Cinemachine brain and create virtual cameras, you don't have much control of the main camera anymore. You're not losing control, but the virtual cameras are kind of, I don't know, let me just read this. The Cinemachine brain acts as the hub for all other Cinemachine components. It takes control of the main camera and allows users to create and control a number of different virtual cameras. So that's the Cinemachine that's doing that, the brain. Okay, so with that said, I can't change the transform positional values here in the inspector, guys, right? I have no control, but that's okay, right? It took me a minute. I like to figure things out, right? I kind of, for the most part, I do research and look for other, I use Unity for learning and stuff as well. They have good videos, older videos for learning this stuff. I use that as my basis, and then from there I figure out the rest of it on my own for the most part. But Unity helps me out with the foundation of learning, and then I just kind of take the knowledge and experience and use my own brain molecules and figure things out. So that's kind of why I'm the way I am. So if you're trying to understand, that's what it is, okay? Figuring things out. Okay. Alright, so these values here. So now we're going to reposition our virtual camera 2. I could do it here, or I could do it here. It doesn't really matter. That one's saying 1, so I'm going to just call it 2 here. Hopefully it updates. You can name this anything you want, guys. There we go. Okay, you can name this. Track cart virtual camera. I don't know. You can call it whatever you want, right? It does. I know my typing's terrible. Okay, you can't. Why did you do that? Okay, I'm just gonna leave it, but you can rename these. Okay, I don't know why I didn't rename, but I mean, I could do it again. I'm sure I'd be able to rename it. Sometimes it's just finicky. Okay, let's carry on. So these are the not these numbers. I need the position of my second camera here, which is this here. Okay, there we go. Same elevation I'm going with as well. Same elevation as the first camera, but just in this position. Okay, There we go. There's our starting point right there. Now, obviously I have it a little bit further. That's fine. Okay? The game object kind of gives me an idea where I roughly want it, and then you can kind of adjust it from there. No big deal. Okay, so now it's right here, as you can see, and it's kind of put in a random position. That's not where we want it. Okay, guys? So I want this 0 value at the same position as the camera, because that's going to be our starting point, 0. Alright, so I can take this middle one. This one, if you grab this end, you're just rotating it. And you can do that. There's nothing wrong. You can actually raise it. You can go up, down. You can do whatever you want. This one here actually moves the whole thing without affecting it. Okay, we can create more waypoints, guys. So you'll see. But first, what I want to do is kind of position 0 here at the same spot. So I believe, and it should work, I'm going to go like this, and it should position it in the same spot as my virtual camera. Okay, so it put it right there. Is 0 there still? 0's right there. So it goes off the center. Okay, interesting. So this is 0, this is 1. The waypoint is what we're talking about. How long is it? It's 5 units. Is it 5 units? So I could technically move it 5 units in the Z direction. Let's see what that looks like. There we go. Boom. That's how you do it. Okay, guys? Now this is good. This happened, okay? I mean, it's good. I like when stuff like this happens. Helps you understand it better, what's up. So, when I positioned it, so I used the same positional values as where I put the virtual camera, okay? And also the virtual camera needs to be at position 0. You can, it doesn't have to be at 0. You can actually have it at this one to start with. It doesn't matter. You could. Okay? But I want it to start at 0. That's our first position. And then our camera is going to go from there to 1, right? Right now, this is exactly the same setup as our basic dolly camera would track. So the way I have it set up, it doesn't really matter which one you pick. You can actually use either one of them, and you would still get the same output or result. The difference with I just had to pause that commercial, annoying. The difference between now I could be wrong, with the dolly camera with track, I only used it with 2 positions. I guess you could add more. I guess you could. The dolly track with cart, you can create more points. Obviously you can, and that's what we're gonna do with it. Okay? They do the same thing, it's just a different mechanism or way of moving your camera around. Really, that's all it is. Okay, let me skip this commercial here, and we'll get the music back. And making some noise. I don't know what it is. I'm so thirsty today, guys. Whew. Okay, all right, so let's go. So that's fine. All right, so what do we have set up? So let me just go here. So I'll read. There's actually a Cinemachine dolly cart and track on learn.unity.com. I'll make sure I put the link for you guys in comments. By all means, check it out, try it out. It's not really long, but you do get, I think you get experience points. I'm not signed in right now to it. I've already done it. But here we go. So in cinematography, the term tracking shot refers to a scene where the camera moves alongside whatever it's filming. So they call it, let's say the producer or whatever, we're going to do a tracking shot. Okay, so exactly this is what we're doing. Okay, so to get the shot, the camera is mounted on a dolly that's then placed on a track. As the scene is being filmed, the camera moves along the track, right? We did the exact same thing in the last video. This one here, we're going to actually have more points, okay? That's what we're doing. So the ability to create a tracking shot using a dolly cart and track is one of the options in Unity's Cinemachine package. That's what we did last video. We're doing the cart, right? Yeah, we're doing the cart, yes. Cinemachine is a unified automatic camera system that can be used for in-game cameras, cinematics, and cutscenes, film pre-visualization, and virtual cinematography esports solutions. I love it. I love the kind of camera. I did a little shorts for you guys just yesterday. Oh, check it out. But yeah, I'm getting more and more into doing this sort of thing now, which I'm really enjoying. Cinemachine's track and dolly feature allows you to track targets and scenes by setting path waypoints that virtual cameras move between. Okay, like other Cinemachine camera features, you create a virtual camera to provide a control for the scene's main cameras. Instead of moving the virtual camera directly, you can assign it to follow a dolly cart, which follows a waypoint-based track around your scene. So you can keyframe the camera down the track, or you can use the Cinemachine auto dolly feature. That's what we're going to use is the auto dolly. I haven't really keyframed. I don't think I have. But obviously the auto dolly is a lot simpler, and you don't really have to think much, really. Just got to set it up and click auto dolly and the magic happens. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. All right. Which keeps the camera a set distance from the subject no matter what the subject does. This can be very useful in pre-production, allowing you to set up the shot, and then modifying the subject's performance, or in games where you want to follow objects at various variable speeds. Okay, so we're kind of partly set up. We have the Cinemachine brain done. We've added the virtual camera. That's all done. Okay, and then you have, of course, dead zones and soft zones, which we really haven't talked much about. So I'll go into game view. Of course, it's not going to show it now unless I click here. I think, yeah, there it is. That's what you have to do. So if you're like maybe yourself, like I've done it, struggling trying to get this, right, you click in and you're like, why am I not seeing it? What is going on? Why is it so buggy? Okay, it's really not. You just have to do an extra click. Okay, and I clicked aim and there we go. It shows it here. Okay, you can see my screen X rotated slightly. This here is your dead zone. Okay, so the dead zone essentially is this yellow dot is what the camera is looking at. Okay, I've told for virtual camera 1, I'm telling it to look at Adam's right sleeve. Okay, I mean, I guess that's what it is. Looks like the right hand to me, but potatoes, okay? So as Adam walks, he's going to touch this edge of the dead zone. As soon as this point here touches the edge of the dead zone, that's when the camera is going to start moving. Okay, guys? You can widen this dead zone if you want, right? Which, you know, I have some values we could try out. Where did I put those? I'm looking in the same document here. I just kind of have 3 sections of it. Damping, nope. Screen. Might have put the screen back. I don't know. Whoops, that was a real mess up. There we go. See? Back to center, essentially. But I wanted it to be more to the right. And I could actually go even more. Is it? Yeah, there we go. So it just depends on what you want. Okay, we're dead zone values. Here we go. Okay, so what do I have for dead zone values? 0.1. Let's change up some values here. Well, we'll do something different. Okay, there, I widened it. Okay, so the camera's not going to move for quite a while, right? And then we'll go height. Just depends if the camera is going to be looking up or down. And then we have these soft zones. This is called the soft zone. I think it's either this one. No, it's the soft zone is the blue zone. Okay. The red zone is kind of like one of Unity's Cinemachine people's. He called it a hard wall. So, which makes sense, right? This yellow dot can't go past. It'll never be in this red zone. Okay? But you can dampen it so it actually might go into the blue zone a little bit. They're called soft zones. Alright, I know we really haven't talked about this much, but I just kind of wanted to see I could shorten the soft zone a little bit. And you can change these values as well. Alright? Didn't seem like it did much, not much of a difference, but again, you could play with these numbers and set your camera up how you want it, right? I don't think we're going to be going to camera 2 because we're not really following anything, but we'll run it. Okay, quite a bit of difference, right? Let me stop it again. Notice how the camera doesn't move briefly. I don't know if we're going to actually see that. See, the camera's not moving, and then it starts moving. Okay, and then we should be going to camera 2 here shortly. My distance is probably a little bit further than it should be. And there we go. We're not really looking at them. I still have to set up camera 2. Okay, I know we're kind of going through this slowly, but a lot of people, you know, probably want it this way. So I'm helping out those that, you know, want to learn and have a better understanding. Okay? All right. So with that said, let's go back to here. We might change these values. I might bring it back because I want the camera to kind of I want it to change sooner. Now if I go Control Z, should change those values, I hope. Of course I'm not seeing it here. Whoops, I better stop. Okay, yeah, there we go, we're back. Okay, I don't want to go too far. All right. I'm gonna go like this. Yeah, right. 0.1. I wanted to remember what it was. So I'm going forward. It's called Control Y. So I went back to where we were, and I just remembered it's 0.1. Okay? The Y could be 0.1 as well. And we'll just leave that. I think we're okay. Now, this tracked offset's the value I need to adjust. See what happens? Now, I don't know why it's not looking at his sleeve. Which is his right sleeve? I don't know. I would assume this is it here, right? I didn't create it, so that's okay. But the camera is staring down, okay? So to get the camera to look up, I just went like this, okay? Let's get it to look a little higher. I could go 1. Right? I want it to see his feet. What do we have? 0.8? That's where we were at before. Whatever you choose. We're just playing with the settings a little bit more, right, guys? Don't be afraid to play with the settings. I'm going to need to do a transition here a little bit sooner. I'm just going to let it cut to. It's basically, that's a cut. Okay, without a transition, you essentially have a cut. Okay, what did we have for values before? We had, I have them written down here. Just got to find it. Dollying camera, here we go. 869. 869. Good enough. Oh, come on. Goodness gracious. There we go. So what I did there was, because it was just doing that, so to get that transition, I just clicked that one and then moved it forward. You can go backwards as well. It doesn't matter. There we go. So I'm at 872. We're ahead 3, so 1046 I want. It doesn't have to be that, but it's good enough. Okay, let's play that. Now we're gonna have that nice smooth transition now. That's what we want. Or you could have the hard cut. It's up to you. See? I like that. Okay, but we still haven't changed any values. Okay? You could also hit play here too, guys. This works as well. Right? I have a habit of clicking up here. The only thing we're going to be animating is Adam. Like anything else is not going to animate. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, guys? Alright? I'm kind of reluctant to slide this. You can slide this as well. Last video or so, Adam got all glitchy and all funky. He was doing weird stuff. So, kind of scared to do it, but you can. Again, you could either hit play. If you hit play, then everything's going to animate. Hitting play here, only thing that's animating is Adam, because we have the Adam walk, right? Alright, I need to make some noise. I clicked in the other screen here and everything stopped too. Alright. And then you could obviously skip forward and do all those things as well. Okay? You could either right click in here to get the list, or you could use the plus sign. It's up to you. It all does the same thing, guys. Right click in the empty space, or do that. Okay. Something else you could do as well, which I'm gonna do in future video. You could actually organize your stuff. Like if you have more Atom, let's say you have Atom and Loot, you can use track groups, which is nice. It's good for organizing. Okay, stay tuned for that. I'll show you how to do that. It's pretty simple, guys. It's kind of like folder organizing, essentially. That's what track group does. Okay. Okay, so let's click this. This is priority 100, so I'm gonna just make this one 90. And then we're gonna do just like we did before with the dolly camera with track. We are going to did I write that down in here? Yeah. Did I have the follow? Yeah. We're gonna have the follow and the look at. Okay, just wanted to double check. So we're gonna have it follow. I just dragged and dropped Adam. Okay, he's our player. Well, supposed to be our player. Okay, this is just an empty container. I'm just gonna call him player. Why not? Okay, going back to here. And then we're gonna do the look at, and we're just gonna pick something else. We're gonna go, again, make sure you selected your second camera. And we're gonna have it look at his head, okay? So with that said, that means we need to do this. We need to do a track dolly. Okay, now it's asking for the path, okay? The path is your dolly track. If you look at it, these are all your different waypoints, okay? So all you need to do, guys, is just like anything. It's no different than, I call these your hard links, or your references, your hard link references. That's what I call them. These as well, same thing. They're your hard link references. Okay, so all you need to do is drag and drop from your hierarchy your path. Okay, there. Okay. Again, just like the dolly camera with track, it's the same thing. You can have, again, you can change your path offset only if you don't have auto dolly selected. But that's where you would have, whoops. So if I click this, we have 0 and 1. I could actually make the camera start at position 1. But it only works if auto dolly is not selected. Okay, so I could go 1 and check it out. I'll show you here quickly. But I want to get the aim done here first. Okay, let's get our camera set up because it's a little bit not set right. It's looking down instead of... Okay, and I'm just going to keep it zeroed, so I'm not going to adjust the screen on the second camera. I only did that with the first one because I wanted the camera to look right. Okay, this I'm going to keep it looking straight on. You can change it if you like. It's up to you. So this here makes the camera look up, okay, instead of the ground. And then we could go with these. Now, this is a good time to use the soft zones, okay, which we're going to use. I'm just going to put them in anyway, so we'll see how it looks. We'll see how it looks. I have some other values too, guys. try these first, okay, for our soft zone. We'll go a little bit lower. Okay? Alright. So we have our follow and look at. Perfect. We have our path in. Okay, good. We've set up our aim. Perfect. Okay, let's run it. Now again, take note, it's not auto dollies either, guys. So it should go to position 1, hopefully. We are using the carts, but our setup is the exact same thing as the last video. Okay, here we go. Boom, all the way to 1. Okay, and then here's where I actually, so now my dead zone kicked in, right? I should rotate the camera a little bit. So I actually might want that. So let's go like that. X is, and this was 0.52, good enough. Okay, let's run that, see what it looks like. Okay, and if you want the camera to turn a little bit sooner, you could just shrink your dead zone. Okay? You can shrink it even more. So, width. Let's have a look. Let's go here. Let's have a look at it. Why are you being like this? That's fine, that's fine. I'm just trying to get that. Now it's doing it. Oh, it's showing it on the first camera, but why is it not showing it on the second camera? It's so unfair. See? That's what I wanted, right, guys? But again, I guess we just use the first camera as a reference. I can't see my dead zone, right? Even though I'm clicking in here. Dead zone, I don't know. Let's go 1/8, okay? Good enough. Not 1/8, 3/8. That was the second camera I did, I hope. Oh, I keep leaving my cursor there. My bad, guys. So it's kind of centered still, the camera, which is nice. It's not bad. Not bad. Not bad. So if that's what you're looking for, that's what you would do, guys, right? You can make the camera, like here, let me go here. Let me click the dolly so you can see it. You can make the camera go, instead of 0, you can make it go right to 1. So at this point, he's looking this direction, okay? You have a choice. You could have it follow or jump to this position. Again, you could do the same thing, guys, the exact same thing that you see here, using the dolly camera with track. Okay, they both, right now the way it's set up, the way we have dolly track with cart set up, it's the exact same setup we had with the dolly camera with track. No different. Okay, just to be clear. But we could go further, guys. Okay, so going here. So now we're gonna have to use the auto dolly. Okay, so which means I have to set my path position back to 0. Okay, 0. And we're going to have auto dolly enabled. And you can have the use this offset. The offset will offset it, I think, in the Z direction. I think that's how it works. Well, we can test it. So let me just run it, okay? So you can see what it looks like normally. We're playing with the values. I'm doing this so you guys can see the different effects that you could have with, because I don't think people do videos. They give you the basics, some basics, just enough to get you going. But beyond that, okay, so the camera is kind of tilted to the right. It's looking to the right a little bit. That's because of my X and Y. So now we just kind of hard-walled, if you will. We hard-walled because that's where position 1 is, okay? So I'm going to show it. We're going to do a couple of things quickly here, okay? So there's that. So the camera hard-walled, I guess. We reached the end of the track. So at this point, all the camera can do is just pan and look. Again, the look at is working the way it's supposed to, right? And the follow. Essentially, it's kind of like a follow, but not really. Okay, the camera's kind of locked to the dolly, so it's not really a free-moving camera, right? A follow, you can have a follow where the camera follows right behind him as well. I think we did that on the first video, didn't we? I think so. Okay, so what I want to do is show you, is it aim? No, it's body, okay? This offset I wanted to show you, okay? Keep the path position 0, but let's do the offset. So I'm going to change it to 2. What does the offset do? Let's have a look. Okay, we're still on camera 1. We only changed it on camera 2, right? Okay, so the offset means it's basically kind of the same thing as starting at the different position. It's no different. So that's cool. That's really cool. So just so you guys understand, okay, I'll put this back to 0, okay? So the offset, so if I uncheck this, right? So because this is unchecked, now I could actually tell it to go to position 1. Okay? So this is cool what they did for us. So Unity's thinking, they're like, well, what if they want an offset when they use auto dolly? There we go. That's it right there. So it's technically kind of going to position 1, but not really. It's just kind of offsetting 2 units or 2 meters or whatever it is from its 0 position, essentially. I believe that's what it is. Okay? It's basically 0 plus 3 meters or 3 units. I changed it to 3, so now it should go a little bit further. I don't know. We'll see. Is that 3 units from 0? I don't know. Now I wish, so we're roughly, if I'm to kind of guess here, we're kind of here with the camera. Okay, let's have a look. So I'm going to click this. So, okay, we did hard wall at the end. So essentially we went right to the end. 0, 1, 2. I wonder if 3 even matters, to be honest. It just went right to the max, is what it did. From 0. Okay, again, we only have 2 positions. So I could add another one. That's another way of kind of figuring this out. So I just put it back to 0. What we're going to do is we're going to stretch out our dolly. Okay, that's what we're going to do. What did I stretch it to last time? Okay, it's only 5 units, right? Long, essentially, I think. 0, 0, Z is -5. Okay, this is the center. Yeah, that makes sense. Center is 0, 0, 0. The first camera is -5. That makes sense. -5 from the center. And then it's position 1 is +5 from the center. That totally makes sense now. Okay. I'm going to set it up kind of like we had before. We're going to stretch it. Okay? Instead of 5 units, I'm stretching it 17 units from the center. Okay? There we go. So now our camera or cart has more distance it can travel. We're kind of at the same point from last video, but we're going to add more to this, guys. I'm just kind of expanding on it. Okay. So it's at 0, right? Because we set it back to 0. But our camera, I don't need to really show it, but our camera is going to go all the way. Okay? You just have to believe. It will. So I want to try, we still only have 2 waypoints, right? We still only have 0 and 1, right? So if I go, just want to play around with this offset a little bit, right? So if I hit 2 on the offset, I'm assuming maybe 2 units from center, I'm not sure exactly, or 2 units from 0. Zero would be here, right? Or somewhere in the transition. So I'm going to assume that the camera's going to go kind of ahead a little bit. 2 units. There we go. Oh, it goes quite a bit. It went actually all the way, it looks like. It looks like it went all the way. So you can get the same effect, guys. Alright? I'm just going to leave it at that. Alright? That gives you a good idea. Okay? So that's how it's the same effect. If I uncheck this, right, you can choose not to use auto dolly, and I can set it to go to position 1. It's the same thing essentially. Okay. Damping here. Didn't I damp this before? I damped it a little bit. Did I do damping? Body doesn't have damping. Okay. What was my damping again? Yeah. I don't know if they really matter, but we're gonna damp a little bit. Damping's like a cushion, guys. Instead of hitting a hard wall, it's got a bit of a cushion. Okay, camera up is default. Okay, and then we're gonna use auto dolly again. I put it back to 0. Alright, so now we're gonna take it up a notch now, guys. I'm going to show you something here that you can do. We're going to do more waypoints, right? I add another waypoint, I can stretch. I could add another waypoint, I could stretch. You know, you could do anything that you want. Okay? So I'm going to go like this. Alright, it's going to get a little wild. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to enter a bunch of numbers, okay? There's an offset on the X. 0 and 0. I'm going to go 0. That actually set it back to center. Okay, I don't want that. don't want that. I'm going to go like this. We're going to leave that alone. And we're just going to keep adding. So I'm going to go back to 5. Okay. And then we're just going to keep adding. So it went with a random number. Okay. So I don't know. There we go. You can see 1's there. There's position 2. Okay, and I could even have offsets too. So, I don't know. There we go. Now you're actually getting curves on it. So you can get pretty wild, which is awesome. You can enter the values yourself. Right, guys? Oh, look, I could keep just adding and just doing that. I could go anywhere, I guess. It kind of estimates values for you. And then let's say we want to go negative on that. That's too far, huh? Okay, that's too far. Let's go like this. And we'll just bring it back to something like that. Okay, and then add. And then we can just keep adding. Again, you can adjust each point, right? It's no different than, you can see how you have these sliders. So let's go here, right? Right? The 2 double arrows, you can see them coming up, showing up. It's whatever you want. Right, and then the same thing, now we're going to be going a straight line, okay? I could stretch this. Right, I want a straight line now. It's kind of a straight line. But you can stretch from, from 11. Right, instead of having multiple points, why not just have one solid long point? Okay, I could add another. Now we're getting close to the ground, right? Okay, so I could add another. Oh no, we're going under the ground. We don't want that. Oh, look at that. Okay, follow the contour. Okay, I'm just going to kind of get a look here. I want to stay low to the ground, but I don't want to be in the ground. It's not bad. Okay. You could really roller coaster this stuff, guys. You really could. We could go up the hill here. And I don't know, I'm going to add another one, but now we're going to turn. I want to start turning. Let's add another one. Okay, we're kind of still going up, which I guess we could, but don't really want to. Let's go back to position here. Let's lower this. And you can adjust and change any elevation you want, whatever you choose. Again, it's your world. You can have as many waypoints as you want. Maybe we want to start transitioning back. Right? I guess the more waypoints you have, you can get a better kind of rotation or curve. 17. Let's go to 17. Let's lower that. Okay, let's go to 18 and lower that. Kind of want to have a smooth kind of look, right? Again, I could do it like this. 17. Probably easier just to do that. Go to 20. And that could be the end, right? We could go down with it. Start heading back down, kind of at the same angle. We'll add another one. And we're going to start rotating. We'll add another one. We could actually come through the trees if we wanted to, which would be kind of a cool effect, right? That'd be awesome sauceum, wouldn't it? I think so. I think that would look solid. Of course, we don't want to run into any trees. But we could zoom through here. Again, I guess the more points you have, you know, the better accuracy you can have with your camera effect. I think that looks good. We could add another one. And we're heading back here. I think that's pretty sick, if you ask me. Right, there we go. I think that's going to look awesome. And then kind of head back to where we were. Just kind of go a little bit lower. And then off 27, we'll add another one. Whoops. It's smart to make sure you click 27 before you add another one. I don't mean like 20. Just make sure you click the very last one before you click the plus sign, because it can get a little bit weird. And there we go. Okay, and we could end right there. Okay, it's a little bit too high up here, so I'm not sure which point that is. Oh, where was that? 16. It showed me the numbers there. 18. Okay, let's have a look here. 20. 19. Just want to kind of level that out a little bit. Look a little better, I guess. If you ever played with Hot Wheels tracks, you would kind of understand. Okay, let's check it out, guys. Alright? I mean, we're kind of going... I'm just giving you an idea, right? We could actually come all the way back to where we started. There we go. Let's check it out. Okay, again, that's how you could do it. Go to, you can see all the different waypoints on your track. You could just click the number it'll take you right to it. You can change the elevations. You can change your values right here, or you can just click the arrows, whatever you want. Okay, let's check it out. You can increase the speed too, guys. Now Adam's gonna walk forever. I should probably speed this up. It's way too slow, right? So we could also increase this. I don't know how long it's gonna be. Okay, I just let it snap. There we go. So click the cart. I don't know, 3.27. Let's try that. If that's moving any faster. It doesn't seem like it. I would assume that's the speed of the camera or the cart. Way too slow. Way too slow. I honestly don't think it's gonna matter. Camera 1, camera 2. Dolly track. Resolution, looped. We don't want to loop it. Path length. It actually calculates it. That's crazy. Speed. What does speed refer to? Move the cart with this speed along the path. Value is interpreted according to. Okay. Let's. I don't know. I'm gonna add 20 to it. Let's just see what happens. I haven't tested the speed. I just had it at 1 last time. Still kind of the same speed. We're just gonna ignore it, guys. These guys are gonna just walk off wherever they're gonna walk to, and just let them walk. They're defying gravity. I want to actually just. I was kind of hoping it'd be a little bit faster, but oh, we really were moving there. Why did it do that? That's interesting. Because we ended. I mean, this thing's pretty long, to be honest. I'm just gonna try that. Will it end it? Is that the reason it ends? I don't know. It's a pretty long, it would be kind of a long virtual camera, right, if you think about it. I think the atom walk is also infinite, so there's an infinite symbol there. I don't know if I have it looped or not, but I think he's just going to continue walking. Again, the animation is controlling him. It's not script. Kind of zooms to these positions really quick. I wish it was kind of moving quicker, but let's see. Yeah, see, Adam stopped walking. There we go. So that's good to know. Okay, now the camera has nothing to follow anymore, so I kind of have no choice but to do that. So I'm just gonna go like this. We should actually just play it normal, huh? Play it normal. I wanted to kind of go through the whole sequence. It's going to be a long one, guys. If we could just get it to play out. Adam's obviously underneath there. So, and then we're running out of camera here. So, not quite set up perfect, guys. I guess the other thing we could do is have maybe take out the follow, and we'll see what happens. Okay, body. Oh, it needs the body, right? Yeah, it does need a follow, so I can't take that out. It has no choice. It requires it. So, what else do we have here? Search resolution, search radius. Search up to this many waypoints on either side of the current. Use 0 for the entire path. Okay, now I'm just reading some stuff there. Path position. Again, Adam's kind of just walking in a straight line off into infinity, so there's got to be... The other thing I could do is position Adam kind of centrally, or have an object. That's an idea. Have a game object have it look at that instead. For number 2. That's my elevation here. Okay, there. Okay, good enough. So I'm gonna try that. Let's see how that goes. Well, do we need the aim? The aim would help. We don't have anything inside of it. We could put, I don't know, just a random object inside of it. Like a sphere. A sphere. Okay. And I don't know what I have for metal eye. Where did I see that? Let's have a look. Okay, whatever. That's good enough. Okay? I don't need to be that particular. Okay, so let's change. Let's see if that works. So instead of atom, we'll have it follow this. Look at our empty. See if that works. I want to be able to kind of go all the way around. That's what I want to do. So it actually went all the way there, but we're not moving. Why did the camera go all the way here? It's interesting. The other thing I could do, no, that won't work either. Wow. Okay. It's just, what I need to do is get rid of all this. I just wanted to show you guys. There's no way I could connect it though. As soon as you start breaking it apart, right? Anyways, what are we at for time here? That's it, guys. That's it. That's already long enough. So you get the idea though. Now just getting it to work is the other thing, right? Of course, having a level landscape helps, but this is kind of cool too. You know, I wanted to do that. That's what I wanted it to do. But, oh well. The camera kind of just went from here and it just went boom all the way there. No, that's okay. We'll figure it out. Try to figure it out for your next video, guys. This has been long enough. I'm trying to keep these at an hour and a half, and yeah, we're good now. So thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Hopefully you learned something. Again, you can just play around with it, guys. The track could be whatever you decide. Again, it needs that follow object. Apparently, I tried to do it without it, but it needs it. Again, don't have these kind of sections. Just have it going straight. Probably would have worked a little bit better. That is it. Guys, gals, whoever you are, wherever you are, you're awesome. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you being here, learning, and checking it out. It's awesome, it's awesome of you. Subscribers, let's go! Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel and hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button if you actually liked it. Appreciate it. That is it. Johnny with WhiskeyTango Sharp /coding/game development. I appreciate yous alls. I'll see you guys in the next video. For now, Johnny saying peace out and peace.